reincarnation is the truth of existence, and notice I say if, then my mother is most definitely a brand new soul. And this is her very first incarnation, most likely. I needed to return while we were young, okay? We had started to watch it last night, okay? My mother, when we were out walking home after our hour or so walk, you know, give or take 40, 50, depends on how fast she walks, okay? She told me, oh, guess what, while you were sleeping, actually I didn't sleep, I uploaded videos, but created them, but, while you were sleeping, I watched that movie from last night. Oh, that's great, Mom. You watched the movie from last night all by yourself? She's like, yeah, it was in there. You know, I said, because if it wasn't in there, she probably might not have been able to switch it over or whatever, but it was in there, so I just hit play and I watched it. That's great, Mom. Did you like it? Oh, yeah, I liked it. Good. I said, you know what? I still have a free movie since I messed up my code yesterday and actually had to buy while we were young. The code hadn't gone through. You know what I mean? It hadn't gone through, so I just decided to get that movie instead of Focus. And I'm like, you know what, tonight, do you want me to get 50 Shades of Grey? I have a free code that expires today. I might as well get it for free. I might as well return while we're young, right? Not have to pay again. Get it some other time through my Netflix subscription where I can get any movie I want. You know, I get 2 at a time. Doesn't that make sense? And use my free code that I get the free movie. Order it online. She's like, yeah. I'm like, you want to watch 50 Shades of Grey? Okay, we'll watch 50 Shades of Grey. I'm in here getting ready, doing whatever. I said, Mom, can you just, or I was in the bathroom or something, can you put that movie, you know, the movie you watched, into the case for me? She's like, I can't. I'm like, Mom, of course you can. You just stick the movie into the case. It's simple. You've done it plenty of times before, right? So I go. I didn't pay that close attention. I just saw she had put it into the case. I walked all the way down, all the way to the street. Okay, I was actually getting ready. I was going to do my first spurt of running pretty soon. I had just the movie in my hand. I happened to look at it. She had put the wrong goddamn movie into the case. How is that possible? How? I mean, you know you just watched the movie. You know the movie's in the DVD player. How the fuck do you put the wrong movie into the case? You tell me. It wasn't the movie. It was my Netflix movie that I've had out for quite some time because I watched it and I want her to watch it. We haven't had a chance. Right? She put the wrong movie. I'd already left late. I had to backtrack all the way back. I was supposed to have gotten money for her. She spent all her money and needed to get her meds. And she's going with a friend tomorrow. And I said, you know what, Mom? I'm going out late. I'm coming back in the dark. I'm not coming back in the dark with money. Nowadays, people will kill for $20, you know. I'm not going to be carrying $200 or have someone see me at the store or whatnot getting it. No fucking way. Like, you have your friend take you to the bank. Your bank's around here. You can never do that. I'm not getting you money. I would have. I had to back all the way, backtrack. And I'd already left late. I'd already left at like 7:30 or something. I was already going to come back in the dark, so that was the end of that. I mean, how hard is that? Just put the fucking movie you just watched it, put it into the case. You know what she had done? She had gotten the Netflix movie that was actually way over on the vanity. Like, this is where, I mean, had she not watched the movie, then, I mean, and she had said to me, like, where's the movie? I would have said, oh, it's still in I left it in the thing last night. I remember we didn't watch it, because if we didn't watch it, was I going to move it? No, I leave it in the DVD player until I'm returning it. That makes sense, right? Keep it safe, keep it in the DVD player, open up the DVD player, put it in the box. She actually got the Netflix movie. I mean, and she knew she had watched that DVD. She knew she'd watched it. She had got, and I had to backtrack, like, I don't know, enough time. had to have been at least 15 minutes total coming back here. I ran part of the way, but it was a good, yeah, it was a good 15 minutes. I don't care if I run it still. It was all the way outside the park and whatever. Yeah, it was a good 15 minutes. Those 15 minutes at last. Now I'm going to get to my point of this. She was incapable of taking the goddamn DVD out that she knew she had watched it, and instead she finds the DVD that's way over there, and then she says to me, like, well, why was that there? It was there. I mean, sometimes I have 3 DVDs out, sometimes I could have 2 Netflix out and an Redbox. Why was it there? Because that's life. Because it wasn't even mixed up. It's not too mixed up. It was way over there, and you didn't get it out of you. It just watched it. Why was it there? Okay? Now I'm going to get to my point. Because believe me, I have a fucking point. You think people in that condition who can't even get a DVD player, DVD out of a fucking thing and put it in a box when they know they just watched it, they just watched the damn thing that afternoon, aren't out driving? Oh, they sure as fuck are. They sure as fuck are, people, putting us normal people in total danger, okay? She nearly killed us 10 times that 2009 summer, okay? We were going through back roads. The thing said to slow down to 20 miles an hour because you're going to go around a curve, and she had been going 50, and what do you think she did? She didn't stop, and we went zooming around that fucking curve at 50 miles an hour. I nearly died 10 times. I kept track of it in 2009, okay? But it gets worse. Oh, it gets much fucking worse. Remember, I told her she better keep her fucking sister away from me. She better keep her fucking sister away from me. Do you know what Hope told me? Marion was chasing me around this house in 2009. You know what Hope said to me? She goes, oh yeah, she was doing that. She wanted you to punch her so she could get you arrested. I'm like, yeah, I know. I stayed calm. I let her do whatever she wanted to, including she had me on the bed there, and she's like, look at you, you're disgusting. I have a better body at my age than you do at yours, among other things. And she was like, you think a rock star's in love with your fattest, and you can't sing, and blah, blah, blah. And you think if she chased me, I went to my mom's house. Okay? But she better stay the fuck away from me. I'm serious. You better stay the fuck away from me. I wish I had the money to just get out of here, people. Seriously. Then I won't ever have to worry about her fucking sister just showing up here unannounced like she did just a few days ago. She was on her way. She didn't even call ahead of time. And my mom's like, Marion's coming over. I'm like, oh, great. I don't want to see her, Mom. And she's like, well, she's coming over. She wanted to bring my mom that court thing, and you guys know how that went. My mom's trying to just insist that it's already been dismissed, and then I make her cry when I'm trying to say, no, Mom, it's going to be officially dismissed by the judge in a couple weeks. No, I'm going to call Marion. You be quiet. No, that's what I have to deal with living here. Okay? But it gets worse. So she nearly kills us 10 times. I was keeping track of it. All different things. She should not be driving. She's a horrible driver. Okay? Okay? She's a horrible driver. And this was back when she was only on Prolixin. Okay? Okay? You think people like her are not out there driving who can't even remember and take a goddamn movie they just watched and put it in the goddamn case, and they find some movie that's way over on the other side, not even near the TV or anything. You think they're not out there driving? Oh, they definitely are. Believe me, I'm aware at all times. I am aware at all times. I've almost gotten hit before. One time somebody sped up. I mean, I was in the middle crossing where there's a supermarket, and the person made a turn, but the thing is, I had already started crossing when the person had the red way over there, and then it turned green, and I'm in the middle. I can only get across so fast, and she came this close to me, and I proceeded afterwards to like lecture her for 5 minutes, and she's like, well, my sister just died, you know, making excuses. My sister just died. My mind was on something else. Oh, and it would have made it better if you had just killed me or maimed me, right? She did. That was her excuse. People are oblivious out there. People are just all drugged up. They're oblivious, and, you know, believe me, I'm aware at all times. I don't go when it says walk. it says walk. Do you think I go? No. Because those cars, pedestrians, they act like pedestrians don't exist. Even in LA, they almost killed Omar and I a million times, and we had fucking right away. Okay? People are oblivious out there. They are just so... Oh my God, I'm glad I don't drive. I'm so glad I don't drive. You think I care that I don't drive? What I see when I'm walking? I'm fucking grateful I don't drive. People are maniacs. They don't pay attention, okay? I almost get hit just walking. And people like her, I'm not driving. Can't even put a fucking case in a fucking DVD that she just had watched. She just watched it. Just a few hours before. And instead she doesn't look at the title for one thing, but that's excusable, right? But and even if they had been mixed up together, no, she finds it way over there and puts that in instead of the one that was in the player that she had just watched. Okay? And these people are driving. Unfucking believable. She nearly kills us more than once in 2009, okay? Remember, I went back and lived with Dawn and Hope, okay? Then, I think it was 2010 or something, by this time she was probably, oh yeah, now she was, that's right. Because once she had that breakdown in 2009, so she was a horrible driver. She nearly killed us when she was in the middle of her breakdown, but she'd only been on Prolixin. Remember, after that, she starts getting put on way more psych meds. She gets in a one-car accident, and then less than a year later, she totals her car. Okay? I already knew she was a horrible driver back when she was only on Prolixin or whatnot. You know, she was a horrible driver even when she was younger. She was a horrible driver. Okay? I saw what had happened in 2009. I begged her, please don't get behind the wheel of a car again, okay? Do you know what I had to hear from her? You know what I had to hear? The only reason she's not driving now is because of me. Stupid, ignorant bitch, fucking stay away from me. Marion says, accidents happen, just get a rental car. And Marion also said that Marion says I drive fine. Has Marion ever driven with you ever, Mom? No. But that's what Marion said. I, from LA, was simply not wanting to get a phone call that my mother had either maimed or killed herself, maimed or killed somebody else, or both. That's all. I had to beg her, Mom, please, please do not drive. Please, please, please. Well, I'll postpone it until the winter time. I mean, the winter's over. And then, you know, but even recently, you guys know, she wanted to drive again. She wanted to drive. If I hadn't ever moved in here or whatnot, she would have been driving all along, although she'd probably be dead by now. Or killed someone else. Okay? But you understand, not only am I up against a brick wall with her, but I have to deal with her fucking ignorant sister. Oh, accidents happen, just get a rental car. Or you drive fine, Samantha. Never driven with her ever, okay? This is the shit that I have to deal with, people. Okay? Yeah, you guys need to watch yourselves driving, and you know, get that. I'm glad I don't drive. I have to watch myself walking. It's a fucking jungle out there. People are so drugged up. I mean, I just got firsthand. You think there are not people? She wouldn't even have had to do a driving test, you understand? Her license wasn't expired back when she decided again, all over again. Remember all these breakdowns she had? Can you imagine if she had been driving all along, if I had never cared back when she totaled her car and begged her to not drive anymore? With the auntie show, didn't care, did she? Auntie didn't care. Oh, accidents happen, just get a rental car and you drive fine, Smith. You know, that's the kind of shit I have to deal with, okay? Okay? That's the kind of fucking shit I have to deal with. Meanwhile, I know damn well she should never be behind the wheel of a car again, okay? The only reason she's not right now, since she wouldn't have had to take a driving test. She has a license and it wasn't expired. And she had the money to buy a car. She had the money and this bitch didn't care, right? I was living here, and Mom was like, well, can't I just get a car, and you know, it'll be more convenient, I can drive us at least to the store. I'm like, Mom, I won't get in the car with you. Go ahead, get a car, I can't stop you. But I will never get behind the wheel of a car with you again. And that stopped her from doing it. Had I not been here, oh, she would have definitely had a car. And she'd probably be dead right now. Not only that, she probably would have killed or maimed or somebody, herself or someone else. I know that for a fact. That's the kind of shit that I have to deal with, okay? I was like, holy shit. Within a year's time, you get into an accident, total your car, and I have to hear you saying that your sister says accidents happen, just get a rental car, and then your sister's like, you drive fine when she's never fucking driven with her in her life. Bitch better stay away from me. I swear to God, she better stay away from me. I wish I could get out of here so badly. Telling you, if reincarnation is the truth, she is like the lowest of the low. She's a brand new soul here. Believe me, she is. She is. And so are most of her friends, most likely. And then you put her on the psych meds, my God. And I have to deal with her making excuses. Like when she took my MP3 player and moved it off the table. Well, it shouldn't have been out there. Why? Why can't I set my MP3 player down on a table where I live? You know what I mean? And not have you move it and then not remember moving it and not know where it is. You know? How come you can't remember that you had just watched a movie and it's in the DVD player, and instead you find some other DVD with a different title way over there, and then I have to hear her say, well, why do you even have that? Yeah, tell me she's not a brand new fucking soul on this planet or whatnot. And I most definitely am not. Let me reiterate something again, people. I don't have to actually be. Reincarnation doesn't have to be the truth. I don't have to be the reincarnation of Marilyn or anybody else, because I have the looks and the talent that stand on their own. You get it? They stand on their own. I would have already been famous. Occasionally I've had people find me on YouTube and say, why aren't you famous? I sang one of my originals back in 2009. The guy who put my computer together, he lived in this park. He died. His wife's still alive. One time I think she gave me a ride home a little ways, and I'm like, I know you. And she said, I'm so-and-so. I'm like, oh, you're his wife. And in 2009, you didn't like me very much, because I wasn't a happy camper. Anyway, I sang in my mom's living room, a cappella, one of my original songs, that I can't remember. I wrote it in college. It's, I have no idea. I can't remember it. But anyway, and I sang The Rose, and he looked right at me. Remember, I was 232 pounds at the time. Right now I'm getting under 170. I'm probably already under 170 because I didn't eat much today. But anyway, he looked right at me. When are you going to Hollywood? You know, he's like, or you need to go to Hollywood right now and become a star or whatever. He said it to me. I sang my original song that I can't remember. I wrote it in college. I wish I could sing it for you. It's, I have no idea what it is. It's in my LA storage unit though. I sang that for him. It must have been one that I laid. And then I sang The Rose. He looks right at me. How come you're not in Hollywood? You're going to Hollywood and becoming a star. No house barred. He said it to me. Okay? So, reincarnation doesn't have to be the truth of existence. I don't have to be the reincarnation of goddamn anybody. My looks and my talent stand on their own. Okay? That's it. Now, that being said, I have no idea how to make any of this happen. I'm just saying. I could throw ideas out there and say anything. She has a poem where she talks about me being a princess from another galaxy, and that's why I've always wanted to die and had such trouble in life, you know. She didn't know she was a princess from another galaxy, and her prince by her side, and she'll, you know. So she wrote a poem like that. Pretty decent poem, actually. She wrote how, you know, how I wished I were dead and whatnot. It's because, you know, so, like I said, she's all drugged up now. I could, you know, nowadays it's bad. I mean, at least years past, I could talk to her a little bit more, you know what I mean? But the more you drug people up, the more they're going to not even be able to take a friggin' DVD and put it into a box, and instead they find one in another part of the house, you know what I mean? It's like on the other side wasn't even near it. The other one wasn't near the TV, plus she knew she had just watched it, you know? She knew she had just watched it. And instead of getting it from, I mean, she knows she just watched it. You see how bad that was? And it caused me a pain in the ass. I had to backtrack. I was pissed, you know. Of course, being pissed, I got in a real intense workout, I'll tell you. And then I do it non-stop, practically the whole 4.5 miles unless I stop at the store. I do it non-stop because I don't want to get bitten by mosquitoes. If I stop for any length of time, I'll get eaten alive, so I don't stop, you know. Can you imagine how I felt? I'm like halfway, I mean, it's going to be a good 15 minutes, about maybe a little more, backtracking, coming all the way back here, and then going. I look at it, I'm like, how could she have put the wrong DVD into the case when she had just watched that one, and it was in the machine, and she knows that she didn't take it out, and that's begging the question of, she didn't actually look at the title, she finds the friggin' DVD over there. And then I didn't tell the she's like, well, why do you have that one? Why do I have that one? Oh my God. Holy fucking shit, why do I have that one? Because I didn't return it, Mom. There can be lots of times that I have a Netflix out, you know, I get Netflix. Why do I have that one? There can be lots of times I have a Netflix and a Redbox because I might pick up a Redbox. Sometimes Redbox gives me a thing. I told you, buy one, rent one, get one free, but you don't have to get the two. It's a loophole in the Redbox thing, so I get it for free. So yeah, I take advantage of it. Why not? Free? I have no money, you know. I have a couple thousand in the bank, that's it. Because I just got paid my $1,000. I just got paid my $1,000 a couple days ago, so I have a couple thousand in the bank right now, that's it, you know. So yeah, I'm going to take advantage of friggin' free Redbox movie, if I can. And, you know, it's like, believe me, she does that with everything. She will never accept any responsibility. She'll say, well, why was it like that? Or why was, because that's how it is. That's how life is, you know. Instead of taking responsibility for her mistake. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea why the fuck we're here. But if reincarnation is the truth of existence, she's a brand new soul. I can tell you that right now. She most definitely is a brand new soul.